So all you're going to need to make your protein treatment is a Pyrex dish or a heat-resistant bowl for mixing. Your gelatin, unflavored gelatin, you can find that in the baking aisle of your grocery store or in the Jello aisle. Your measuring cup for measuring out your water, a spoon to mix everything, some warm water. I like to add olive oil to my mixture for extra conditioning and moisturizing benefits. You're going to need honey. Well, this is optional as well. I like to add it into my mixture for conditioning benefits. And you need your real mayonnaise. That has protein in it as well, and it also contains oil, which is going to help with your moisturizing and your conditioning. That's optional as well. Hey guys, this is Melissa here. This is my new YouTube channel. I have one for jewelry making, but I've been getting more into natural hair care and skincare, and I started a website, so I'm just so excited about this this one treatment that I found to help your hair to grow and stop shedding. Because I was moisturizing my hair, I was sleeping with a satin scarf, I was doing everything right, I thought, but I was still losing hair. So I was wondering why my hair was still shedding, and a friend of mine told me about protein. So I did a little research online, and I couldn't believe I've been so blind all along. That was my missing link. So instead of going out and buying the protein treatments, me being a do-it-yourself kind of girl, I said, how am I going to make it myself? So I found a few recipes, I mixed some things together, and I found out what I liked best for me. And let me tell you, after just one treatment with this protein, my hair barely breaks. I could not believe it after just one treatment. Usually while I'm doing my flat twisting or however I'm grooming my hair, I'll be losing handfuls of my hair. And now when I'm doing it, I've a couple of pieces here and there, and nothing comes out. I'm so in love with this, and I can't wait to continue using it. I'm so excited to see how long my hair is going to grow now and how fast it's going to grow. So I've been sharing with everybody, so I thought, let me share it on YouTube also. So here we go. First, we're going to take out our gelatin. Okay? The instructions are on the envelope how to prepare your gelatin. The only thing that should be done differently is instead of using boiling water, just use warm water. Because the boiling water is going to make jello, pretty much. And you don't want jello. You want it to be thickened, but you don't want it to be gelatinous, I guess, in a sense, because that's not going to really do much for your hair. Okay, so as per the instructions on the envelope, first you add in a quarter cup of water. So I have half a cup measuring cup here. So I fill my Pyrex with a quarter cup of water. So there we have our quarter cup of water. Now we add in our gelatin. And we sprinkle it on top of that quarter cup of water. And then we add on another quarter cup of water to the gelatin. Okay, we take our spoon and we mix that up together. So once that's well blended, we're going to leave it for a little bit to cool and thicken it to a while, and then we'll continue adding in our ingredients. Okay, so now I have our jello that is cooled down. If you're impatient like I am, I placed mine in the freezer just for a little while, but be very careful with that because jello goes from liquid to solid jello very quickly, which I learned the hard way. You can turn it back to liquid if you put it in the microwave, but do it in short increments, like 10 seconds long, because you don't want it to get really hot and become very liquidy again. Okay, so it's still in liquid form, but it's thick. And when you put your hands in it, you can feel it's kind of viscous in your hands. Okay? That's what we want. Okay, so to this I'll add about a tablespoon of olive oil and mix that in. And I also add a tablespoon of honey. Now honey I love for hair because it also makes your hair very soft. I find I add it to all of my hair care products, what I use to moisturize and condition, and I find it makes my hair soft and nice, and it adds a shine to your hair as well. And honey is known to have powerful antibacterial properties, so it's going to also help to keep your hair clean and scalp, which you might not think because honey is a sticky thing, but it'll actually help your hair to be clean. So add another tablespoon of mayonnaise to the mixture and mix that in together. Now the smell is not the greatest. I'll let you know now. So for me, I like to add essential oils to it. Now there's twofold. One is to cover over the smell a little bit so you don't walk around smelling like a salad. And the other one is some essential oils have great benefits for your hair, such as yin yang. Yin yang helps your scalp to naturally regulate the oils that it produces. And I like the smell of it as well. And it lends a shine to your hair. So to this mixture, I'll probably add in about 2 drops of yin yang. Or if you prefer, I also like vanilla, which doesn't really have very many properties for your hair, but the smell is great. Or some people might put in rosemary. Rosemary is known to improve hair growth. So I have my vanilla essential oil handy. So I'm going to add in a few drops of that. 2, 3, 4, about 6 drops. It just leaves everything smelling good. Okay, and that is it. There you have it. It's nice and thick. This is what it looks like inside. Okay, so we have our protein treatment. It smells pretty good after I added the vanilla. And it's nice and thick when I shake it. Okay. So, to this I'm going to put into my hair after I freshly wash it. So you're going to go in the shower, you wash up your hair. Do not put the conditioner in just yet. Okay? You will put in your protein treatment. Now, you have to do this when you have a little bit of time on your hands. So you put in the protein treatment and you comb it through your hair to make sure it saturates each strand properly. Okay, and then you're going to come out of the shower and you're going to blow dry your hair. Okay, no more manipulation with your hair. You blow dry it. Sorry, did I say that right? Manipulation. You'll blow dry your hair with the protein treatment on it until it hardens on your head. Now, at this point, do not touch your hair because you don't want your hair to break off because now it's hard, right? Okay, so you don't cover it with a cap like most treatments are going to do. Protein, you leave it to air dry and harden. Okay, so after I left mine in last time for about 2 hours, just because I was caught up in what I was doing. But I think if within half an hour to an hour you leave it in your hair, that's just fine. So you do that and then you go into the shower again. You rinse it out. Put in your conditioner after that, okay? And make sure your conditioner does not contain protein, because then you'll have too much protein in your hair, which leads to protein overload, which might make your hair very, very dry, very, very hard. And obviously that's not what you want. So once you have the conditioner in your hair, you have the option of either deep conditioning, so you leave it in your hair, cover it with some saran wrap or your shower cap or whatever it is, and you leave it to soak in your hair for a few hours. Or if you don't have any more time, you can rinse it out again right away, how you usually condition your hair. Okay, and then moisturize and style as you do. One last thing I want to tell you is after you've done the protein treatment, do not expect your hair to be soft and, well, it'll be shiny, but don't expect it to be very soft. The protein firms up your strands. After a while, your hair is going to go back to its normal softness. I did my protein treatment on Wednesday last week, and today is Monday, and my hair is back to its normal softness. So it'll take maybe, a couple days of moisturizing, and you condition. Do what you would normally do, okay? And your hair is going to go back to being as soft as it was. But immediately after the protein treatment, for myself anyways, I don't find it was very soft. But right away, my hair did not shed, which was my main goal in doing this. And I think if you're going to try it, that should be your main goal as well. If you're finding your hair is breaking a lot, but you're moisturizing, you're not putting much chemicals in it, you don't shampoo it too often, you're covering it, you're protecting it, you're doing all these things right, but you still find you're having shedding, try a protein treatment, because that might be your missing link in there. Protein, our hair is made up of about 90% protein, keratin protein. So when we apply heat to it, as we manipulate it, as we shampoo it, if you put chemicals in it to color it, to straighten it, you're damaging your hair and you're causing protein to be removed from your hair. So when you put a protein treatment in, it fills in the gaps in your strand that were weakened by all the manipulation and the damage. So the protein fills it in and it strengthens your hair and it makes it back into one strong strand. So I think this is very important. I don't know why I've been sleeping on this for so long, but give it a try. Some people have protein sensitivity. That's one last thing I want to talk about. Protein sensitivity will do to your hair just what protein overload is going to do to your hair. It's going to make it very, very hard, very, very dry. Some people think they're protein sensitive, but in reality, it's just that they have a protein overload because maybe they do a protein treatment and then their conditioner contains protein and all this stuff is sitting in their hair, and then they realize, oh, my hair is so hard and so dry. I must be protein sensitive, but it's not necessarily the case. You can try the treatment, but just make sure the conditioner you use after does not contain protein. And then you're going to see the difference in your hair. It's not going to be hard and brittle and dry and cracking. Okay? So there you have it. I'm going to give mine a try again. Well, not a try, I'm going to do my treatment again. I would recommend doing it maybe every other week to once a month. I wouldn't do this as a weekly thing. I think for myself, what I'm going to do is 1 week I'll do the protein treatment, and 1 week I will do just a regular deep conditioning, and see how that goes, because your hair needs a moisture protein balance. So that's it. Until next time, this is Melissa. Feel free to leave me any comments, questions, suggestions, or your own recipes for protein treatments, and I'll see you guys again next time. Thanks.